Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to draft and cut a 6-piece dress with square shaped neckline. This is my style inspiration, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to draft, how to cut, and also how to transfer to fabric. In our next video, I'm going to put this pattern and the fabric together and sew it. Okay, so our next video is going to be our sewing tutorial. So please subscribe, come with me, and let's get started. I will start with the front bodice, and the first thing I'll do is to come down by 1 inch on the tip of the pattern paper. Then I'll draw a straight line on this 1 inch mark. This straight line will serve as a starting line and also the shoulder line. And the next thing I'll do now, I'll place my tape on the starting line now and mark my shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to under bust measurement, shoulder to waist, shoulder to full bodice length. We'll be altering this length to a full gown later. Now that I'm done marking my measurement, I'll go ahead now and draw a straight line on each of this measurement. The first line here is the bust line, this is the under bust, this is the waist, and this is the full blouse length. The next thing I'll do now is to get my chest line. In order to do that, I'll come up by 2 inches from the bust point. Then I'll draw a straight line. This straight line now will serve as the chest line. The next thing I'll do is to impute my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inches. On this shoulder line, I'll mark a temporal basic neck width of 3 inches. The next thing I'll do is to create my shoulder slope. I'll come down by 1 inch from the shoulder measurement. Then I'll connect from the neck width down to the 1 inch. On this chest line, I'll impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2, then I'll connect to the shoulder slant. After that, I'll mark the midpoint. And at that midpoint, I'll go in by 0.5 inch. Then on this chest line, I'll impute the bust circumference divided by 4. After that, I'll create my armhole curve. I'll connect from the shoulder slant to the midpoint, then to the chest line measurement. Once I'm done with that, I will take my dart line. I will impute my bust span measurement divided by 2, and I'll mark that measurement on the bust, under bust, waist, and full blouse length. After marking this measurement, I'll go ahead and connect to the straight line from the full blouse length. So I'll extend this measurement now to the chest line this way. The next thing I'll do now is to contour my under bust. In order to do that, at this under bust line, at the center front, I'll come out 0.5 inch, and at the side front, I'll come out 1.5 inch. And once that is done, I'll connect with a straight line from the under bust down to the full blouse length this way. The next thing I'll do is to come down by 0.5 inch from the bust point this way. Then I'll connect from that 0.5 inch to the under bust at each side of the dart line. I don't know if you notice, at the center front, I used a straight ruler. Then at the side front, I used a curve rule to get that nice curve at the under bust. At the shoulder slant, I'm going to mark the midpoint and connect the midpoint to the dart line. The next thing I'll do, I'll place my tape on this chest line and come up by 4 inches. Now this will determine how deep my neckline will be. At this 4 inches mark, I'll come out by 0.75, and at this side, I'll also come up by 0.75. Then from the bust point, I'll come up by 0.5. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect from that 0.5 to each side of the dart line. After that is done, at this bust point, I'll make sure that I have a nice curve there, so I'll try to eliminate any pointy edge there. Once I'm done with that, I'll extend this dart leg to the center front. After that, I'll extend the second dart leg to the shoulder this way. Now for the center front, the neck depth, if you want your neck depth to be deeper, then you don't have to come up by 4 inches the way I did. Later on, I will adjust this neck depth and I will reduce it to 2 inches from the chest line. At the chest line, I replaced the 0.75 dart for the dart allowance. After that is done, on this waistline, I will impute the waist circumference divided by 4. Then I'll also add my dart allowance. I'll also come to the full blouse length and impute the hip circumference divided by 4 and add the dart allowance. So I'll go ahead now and connect all the measurements from the chest line to the waist, from the waist then to the full blouse length. I will add 2 inches sewing allowance on the chest line, on the waistline, and also on the full length. So I'll go ahead now and connect the sewing allowance measurement from the chest line to the waistline, then from the waistline to the full length. That's all for the front bodice pattern. I'll go ahead and draft the back bodice so that we'll cut and transfer to the fabric. So I came out 2 inches from the side for zipper allowance and I drew a straight line. Now I also come down by 1 inch for my starting line and also shoulder line. Once I'm done with that, I'll place my tape on the starting line now and come down for my shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to waist measurement, and full length. Now for the back bodice, I won't be needing my under bust measurement, so I'll go ahead now and draw a straight line. So this is the bust line, this is the waistline, and this is the full length. So I'll come up by 2 inches from the bust point to get my chest line. then I'll draw a straight line. So I'll go ahead now and label chest line. After that, I'll impute my shoulder measurement, and I'm going to impute that measurement from the zipper allowance. That also mark a basic neck width of 3 inches. Then I'll come down by 1 inch from the shoulder measurement and connect the neck width to the 1 inch. After that, I will come to the chest line and impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'll connect the chest line to the shoulder slope. Once I'm done with that, I'll mark the midpoint of my armhole. Then on the chest line, I'll impute the bust circumference divided by 4. I'll mark, then I'll connect from the midpoint of the armhole down to the chest line measurement. After that, I will impute my bust span measurement divided by 2 on the chest line and all the lines to the full length. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect to the straight line. After that is done, on each side of the waistline, I'll come out by 0.5 inch and also at the full length. Then I'll come down 0.5 inch from the bust point and connect from the waistline to that 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from the waistline down to the full length. Once I'm done with that, I'll mark the midpoint of the shoulder slant. Then I'll connect the dart line to the midpoint. The next thing I'll do, at this shoulder here, I'll come out by 0.75. Then I'll connect from the chest line. The next thing I'll do, I'll impute my measurement. On this bust line, I'll impute my bust circumference divided by 4. Then on the waistline, I'll impute the waist circumference divided by 4. Then I'll add the dart allowance of 1 inch. On the full bodice length, I'll impute the hip circumference divided by 4. I'll also add the 1 inch dart allowance that I took. Once I'm done, I'll add the 0.75 at the shoulder here. Then I'll go ahead and connect from that 0.75 mark down to the waistline. Then from the waistline down to the full length. This is a back bodice. I'll come down 0.5 inch from the chest line and connect to the waistline dart. Next thing I'll do, I'll add sewing allowance to this pattern. I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance on all the line from the chest line to the waist, then down to the full length. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and connect the chest line to the waist, then the waist to the full length. At this full length line, I'll extend the line into the zipper allowance, and I'll also extend the waistline into the zipper allowance. Once I'm done with that, at this waistline, I'll come in by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from the full length to the 0.5 inch. Then from that 0.5 inch on the waistline, I'll blend it into the zipper allowance. And I am done drafting the back bodice. The next thing I'll do now is to cut. I'm going to be cutting the back bodice and the front bodice. So please pay attention to how I cut it so that you'll be able to cut yours the same way. My side back is ready, so I'll extend the chest line measurement into the zipper allowance, and the center back is also ready. So I'll go ahead now and cut for the front bodice also. So I'm done cutting the center front. I'll go ahead and also cut the side front, and as you can see, my pattern is ready. This is the center front, while this is the side front. So these are the patterns for the front and the back bodice, and this is the fabric that I'm going to use to make the dress. So I'll go ahead and open up the fabric now. Then I'll mark the starting line on the fabric. After that, I'll place the pattern. This is the side back, okay? And whatever I do at the side back, I'll also do the same thing at the side front. So I'll go ahead now and pin the pattern to the fabric. And this fabric is unfold into 2. So it means I'll be cutting 2 pieces for the left and right side of the back bodice. Now, depending on the length of the fabric you are going to use, for this, I'm using Ankara fabric, and the length is 45 inches. So, and the dress will be longer than 45 inches. That is why I decided to fold it this way. I placed my tape from the shoulder and I marked the full length. I also added sewing allowance. So on that sewing allowance line now, I'll go ahead and draw a straight line. Now at the side here, I'm going to draw a straight line to connect the length of the pattern down to the full length. So I'll measure whatever I have here, I'll measure and I'll impute that measurement on this full length here. After I mark that measurement, then I'll go ahead now and add the width I want. For this dress, I'll be adding 10 inches width. You can use 7, you can use 8 or 10 depending on how wide or how full you want it to be. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect from the waist down to the full length this way. After that, at the full length, I'll come up by 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect the 1.5 inch into the full length line. And once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and cut out. I'll also cut through the starting line, then through the armhole into the side. For this side here, I'm going to add 0.5 inch for joining allowance. Then I'll cut through to the full length. And this is the center back and also the center front. In our next video, I'll explain better on the center back and the center front before we start the sewing process. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.